Hey guys, so this is Zara, of course, for the Trans Youth channel. Okay, so I'm going to start by saying Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate Christmas, and Happy Holidays to all of you who celebrate the vast majority of other December holidays that there are. And to pretty much everybody, Happy New Year. We're in 2013 now, and I hope 2013 is going to be a good year for me. I have made my resolution. It's going to be very difficult to meet because I'm still a long way away. But I've made my resolution to have all the money I need for my SRS by 2014. That being said, I'm still very far from my goal. Yeah, so to meet that, I'm going to have to, I don't know, save as much as possible for my job. I've even been thinking about maybe possibly trying to do some kind of fundraiser. Because, well, it's going to be very hard to meet that goal. But I guarantee it will be well worth it. It's something I want really badly, of course. Okay, so now we're going to get into the topics. I didn't do a topic last week because it was Christmas, and today is New Year's Day, but I'm not really doing anything right now, so why not? Last week's topic was the whole view on trans people in the porn industry. So my view on that is one that not many people share. I am not a fan of porn. Not to say that I don't understand it or something, because I know, well, I'll say that I am a very 100% different person from everybody else in a billion different ways. Because I have never watched porn in my life. I have no desire to. It just doesn't seem like something that would ever be appealing to me. So, no, I've never watched it. So for that reason, I'm not... It's just like, I don't know, it's not something I have any desire to watch, any desire to have anything to do with. That being said, I just said that I'm a very different person from everybody, because I know that porn, well, obviously most people like porn. I'm a strange person. I'm fucked up. But I don't know. Now, the whole trans portion of that is, if you like, I mean, there being porn in general, people like sex, people like getting off. That's what people like to do. That's one thing people like to do anyway. A lot of people like to get off to different things. So, there's obviously male, female, nothing different about it porn. There's trans porn, there's gay porn, there's lesbian porn. Then there's millions of other things. But my point with that is that it's all going to be there anyway. And it's there for people to use to, well, to get themselves off, I suppose. So it's not something I'm a fan of personally, but I understand why it's there. What I disagree with, though, is people who aspire to being porn stars or things like that. Like, I've heard that from people, and it's like, are you kidding me? You want to do nothing more with your life than that? And I find that pretty sad, to be honest. And it's like, what are you gonna do when you're... sure, you might look good now in your 20s, but what are you gonna do when you're 40 and you don't look as good? I don't know, I just find that really, really bad. And I've heard that from a number of people. So I don't know. That portion of it I do not like, because I think if that's something you're gonna do, then that should be like, I'll use this as an example. There are a lot of strippers who will only strip while they're going through school. Porn should be the same way. I'm sure it is for a few people, but then there are the people who just want to do that for a living. What the hell? I don't know. But I say again, different people are into different things. Like, here I am saying I don't like porn at all. And I know, well, I don't know how many people can say that, but I know it's probably a very small portion. I'm 21 years old and I've never looked at pornography in my lifetime. So maybe I'm prude. Maybe I'm just prude as fuck. Actually, I probably am prude as fuck. No, I am prude as fuck. But that's me. Everyone's different, right? So, yeah. That's what I have to say about that. It's not for me, but I guess I understand why it's there. What did I want to talk about for this week's topic? Because as of now, when I'm filming this video, I don't see any topic for this week yet. So I'm going to make the topic... Which one did I want to choose? Okay, I saw this one. How do you deal with the issue of somebody calling you male? I don't know if this is something we've talked about before. It probably is, because it's a pretty talked about topic among trans people, of course. So that is something that actually hasn't happened to me for a long time. And when it did, it wasn't so much from family. They caught on to the whole call me female, call me Zara thing pretty quick. Most of them did anyway. I still have some family who will sometimes slip and call me Harley. But I don't know when the last time someone in my family called me he or anything. I don't know. They've been pretty good with that. And it doesn't bother me as much when they use my given name, because that's not the same thing as someone calling you male when you're female. When someone calls you male when you're female, it just makes you think that, like, I must not look very good if you still think of me that way. That's what always goes through my mind. So maybe a few months into my transition, most people were doing pretty good with calling me Zara, calling me female. But then it was weird because of the most random times and in the most random places. Like, I don't know, say I'd be at a random sandwich shop buying a sandwich or something, and they'd say, like, here's your order, sir. And I'd be like, what? I don't know, but it does bug me, of course, as it would bug any of us, because here we are trying to do our thing, and they're fucking with us. I don't know. No, they're not fucking with us. They're just... I don't know. But what always goes through my head... That hasn't happened for a while, of course. But what always goes through my head would be, I must not look very good. I must look shitty. I must look like a man wearing girls' clothes and makeup. And of course it gets really annoying, and it can be hurtful as well. If they do it to be hurtful, then it is of course hurtful. And if they just don't know any better, it is still hurtful, but not quite as much. I don't know if there's really a way to deal with that. Like, you can't get mad at them and be like, you fucking dumbass. Shit like that. I don't know, but you just gotta keep going with your transition and just wait until that doesn't happen anymore, I suppose. Because we'll all get to a point where it doesn't. Pretty much. So yeah, just, don't do anything irrational. Don't call them out, or you can call them out, I suppose, but don't be a bitch about it. I hate it when people bitch at people for stupid things. Like, I knew this girl who, she went to Subway this one time and got mad at the poor girl working there because she, I don't know, she wouldn't take something that was supposed to be on the sub she ordered off the sub. I don't know, something like that. The poor girl that worked there is just doing her job the way she was taught to do her job. She doesn't want to do something differently or she'll get in trouble with her manager, right? And then she gets bitched at. I don't know. Shit like that really pisses me off. I want to smack the person yelling. I really do. All you can really do, and this is coming from me being a person who hates confrontation and stuff like that, it's not something I do, not something I like. So you just gotta use it as motivation to further your transition. Really. Yeah, alright. So this is Zara for Trans Youth, of course. You guys know the drill. If you have any questions for us, transyouthchannel@gmail.com. Comment, subscribe to us, ask us questions if you have any we haven't talked about before. Yeah. Because I'm sure there's still a million things we haven't discussed yet. So, yeah. Zara for Trans Youth. Comment, subscribe.